This shirt is supposed to be distressed like this. Hey guys, it's Sierra and Suede. So today we are in my bed with Jesus behind us. The reason we are in my bed is because my office / library is really a mess. It's a mess because I've been sorting through my books for a while and I just kind of left them on the floor, and it's just gives me anxiety to look at it. So we're doing today's video in here. Which the lighting is actually really nice, so we may do more videos here in the future. Yesterday, I had about 6 holds at the library come in at the same time. Probably not going to get to all of the holds, but I'm going to show you them anyway. So let's get started.
You ready, Suede? Are you ready?
So first up is the one that I am currently reading, Simple Matters, A Scandinavian's Approach to Work, Home, and Style by Jenny Mustard. She is a person I've been following on YouTube for a while. When I got into like my minimalism, decluttering rabbit hole kind of on YouTube. Was it last year? I think it was last year. So I started following her in 2018, and I found out she had a book out, so I checked it out from the library, put it on hold and everything. This is basically just, I would say it's kind of motivational, kind of appreciative of simple living, and not really necessarily minimalism, like a collection of personal essays than any sort of how-to type book, but it has like beautiful photography. Like this one I really like. It's just like it's nice, pretty to look at. This book is probably just gonna be like a 3-star kind of thing. Like it was fine, but I feel like I haven't gained, unless it like changes my life in the next, I don't know, couple sessions that I read it. It's probably just gonna be a 3-star, but it is beautiful. The next book I got from the library is sort of a backlisted book. It is Winter Girls by Laurie Halse Anderson. Now this book I know a little bit about. It deals with the topic of eating disorders. It can be very triggering to those who have eating disorders, so I haven't read it yet. And I've only ever read Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson, and that was like years and years ago. Emma from Emma Books, she really enjoyed it, so that's part of the reason why I picked it up from the library. So I'm hoping I can get through it fast and I actually get to it. I have, sorry, the camera's shaking, the cat's kicking her face. So I'm hoping to get to it soon, but it has pretty big print, so I should finish it in not too long if I enjoy it. So hopefully I will. The next book that I have here is The Ditch by Herman Koch. I don't know how you pronounce his last name. I think it might be Kaw. Maybe. Yeah. Sorry. I started reading this on audio, and it's basically about the mayor of Amsterdam slowly building on this idea that his wife is cheating on him with a man that he works with. I read The Dinner by Herman Koch last year and really loved it. It's probably one of my favorite books of last year. And I really enjoyed Dear Mr. M by Herman Koch. That was a really good book. I read that earlier this year. I think it was earlier this year, or it might have been late last year. I'm not sure. Anyway, this book I'm really excited to read more of because I started this on audio, as I mentioned, and it kind of has a similar writing style as The Dinner and Dear Mr. M, where it's kind of like it at times it can be like a story within a story, and it goes on these like endless thought it goes on this endless thought rabbit hole thing that I really enjoy. I'm excited to get into this one. The next book that I have here is The Binding by Bridget Collins. I'm not sure if it was in a haul or in a wrap-up. I think it was in a haul. It was hauled by Jen Campbell. And she said that it sounded interesting to her, and she said what it was about, and I got really interested, so I decided to immediately place it on hold from the library. So this book is about a bookbinder and a bookbinder's apprentice. Basically, in this world, when you bind a book, you can bind someone's memory into a book. I like this premise. I like the premise of like memories being like locked away, and you know, obviously don't remember anything. Don't even remember making the decision to lock the memories away, and there's usually something dark to it, which is why I really enjoyed Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is a movie kind of in that similar vein. Where like removing memories of a person or something like that. So this is a book hopefully I'll get to. Let me see. Let's see how many pages there are. 435 pages, so it's pretty chunky. I hope I can get to it quite soon. The next one is another hauled or wrapped up book. I think it was a hauled book by Jen Campbell. This one sounded really interesting, and I really enjoyed the premise. And it's the book At the Wolf's Table by Rosella Postorino. This book is about a woman who is taken with a group of women in Nazi Germany, and they are forced to become Hitler's taste testers. So before Hitler would eat something, women were forced to eat some of his food before it was given to him for like testing for poison and stuff. So it seems very interesting to me, because like I'm always interested. I think there was a book, I forget what it's called, but it's by Mary B. Snyder, Poison Study. That's what it is. I've never read that book, but I've always wanted to give it a try because poison testers, I don't know if that's the correct term, but like stories about people testing for poison testers, you know, it's such an interesting concept to me. I'm excited to get into this one. Hopefully I will get into this one. So the last book that I have in my pile here is another recommendation booktuber. It's another booktuber recommendation that was in their videos, and that's Kate File. She recommended Lincoln in the Bardo by George Saunders. Now this is about the death of Abraham Lincoln's son, Willie. It's kind of based on the idea from what I understand, that there was rumors, or there was this idea that every so often Abraham Lincoln would go into Willie's tomb after he had died and hold his son. So, and this is about that, and it's also about his death, and it's also about the ghosts. From what I understand, it's also about the ghosts in the tomb and around the cemetery, asking him why he was so loved by his dad. Ew, there's a hair in it. Ew. And it's written in this weird format. It's kind of like a play. So there's no description, there's just dialogue, which is really interesting. And I found this... Suede, no. Yeah, I found it really interesting, and I could probably get through this really fast. Hopefully this lives up to what I'm expecting of it, which is I'm expecting it to be good, obviously. Have you read any of these books? Please let me know and what you thought of them. What are you reading lately? I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!